How's that? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Ugh. One. I'm still getting used to this new wave video, and I do apologize trying to get the sound to work. It's totally different than using StreamYard. What worked on StreamYard is not working here, so I have just got to get myself figured out. Okay, good. All right, yay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get it all figured out, and I do appreciate your patience with me. As I was saying, tonight we are featuring the two-tone Flora, which is actually in the fancy Flora suite of product in this catalog. So we'll be going through that. So we're going to go through our housekeeping real quick. We'll switch back to the overhead camera. There we are. Notice I'm up in the corner still, so I got that part figured out, I think. Hopefully you guys can see me in the corner because I'm not seeing it. So strange. I'm not seeing it. Huh. All right. I'm seeing on the computer, my little picture is in the corner. But then when I look at Facebook on my iPad, I just see my overhead. Whatever. We're just going to continue on and move along. So, paper pumpkin. You can't see me. Yeah, me neither. I don't know what's going on. Why it's not working. It's so weird. So weird. Anyway, 10 years of Paper Pumpkin. Can you believe it? Paper Pumpkin turns 10 years old in March. And with that 10-year birthday, Stampin' Up! Is sharing with you, us, as the subscribers. So if you are a current subscriber, you can get in on this March kit where you're going to actually get a bonus stamp set in the kit, as well as enough supplies to create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. It's going to be an all occasion stamp set to celebrate your happy moments, but there's also a bonus stamp set. You're going to get gold foil sentiments. You're going to get a polished pink ink spot. And then, like I said, the bonus stamp set to go with it. So really, really cool. They always do something special on their anniversary birthday. Paper Pumpkin in March. But this year is their Big 10. So they're going a little extra special. It's going to be lots of brightness and happy, cheerful set. So something to definitely look at. If you're not a current subscriber, there are multiple ways to subscribe. You can do a recurring subscription. You can do a prepaid. Right now is still celebration. You have until the 28th of this month to take advantage of celebration rewards. If you do a prepaid, a 3-month, 6th, or full year subscription does earn you celebration opportunity. So if you're interested in getting your celebration rewards with your Paper Pumpkin, prepaid is definitely the way to go. Otherwise, you can do the recurring subscription and no worries there. All is well. Okay. Hey, Arlene. I don't think I saw you pop in earlier. Hey, Barb. Okay. As I was stating, it is celebration. You have until the 28th to take advantage of the celebration rewards. And with celebration, for every $50 in product you purchase, you get to choose a free product from the celebration brochure. There are multiple options for your free with a $50 purchase, and there's a couple, 2, 3 options for free with a $100 purchase. Hey, sis, glad to see you pop on. Lots of great opportunity with celebration. It is a great time to earn free product, and those free products, I swear, are totally worth the investment in spending $50 to get something amazing out of the catalog, to get one of them free stamp sets or paper packs, because they are all gorgeous. Right now is a great time to join Stampin' Up! And my team if that's something that interests you. Right now, you can add $175 worth of product into your basket. You're going to pay $129 for that product and get either your choice of the limited edition boho blue Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or you can get the white one that's been around now. Or if you've already got your Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine, you don't need one. You can still get $175 worth of product, and you pay only $99 for that. It's free shipping. You do pay tax on that, but it's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why my picture's not coming up, Barb, but I think you should be able to hear me now. If you still can't hear me, you might want to refresh. Is everybody able to hear me right now? Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Okay, so yeah, Deb can hear me. So we fixed the volume problem. I can't fix the seeing me problem unless I make myself even. I think if I do it this way, now you should be able to see me. Yeah. But then you don't see much. Let me see if I can. Just playing, guys. Pardon me. Hopefully this will work. I don't know if it will or not. Oops. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I can't make it work. Anyway, the kids collection, we do have a brand new kit that did release a couple of weeks ago. It is the Wreath of Blooms project kit. We still have several of the amazing kits. My favorite is this birthday card organizer kit. If you did not get that one, it did go out of stock for quite some time, but it is back in stock. So now's the time to grab that. If you have anything like me and you have trouble keeping track of birthdays, this is the perfect kit for helping you get on track and get those birthday cards out. Okay, one quick. Anybody was wondering where Tucker is? Right there on the love seat, all sacked out. But he is here. He's in the building. Okay. All right. Back to our suite. This is the Fancy Flora suite of product. It's called the Fancy Flora Suite Collection. And oh my gosh, gorgeous. That's all I can say is it's gorgeous. I've been playing with this all weekend long. I do have some samples that I'll show you that I did outside of what we're going to make tonight. But just an amazing suite. It does contain 2 bundles, and they do complement each other perfectly because, of course, you have one is your imagery, one is your sentiments. I don't know, Barb, is it? Can everybody hear me okay? I've got a little delay on my end here, so I'll wait just a second for somebody to reply. Yes. Okay. Arlene can hear me. All right. So yes, Barb, I guess it is on your end. Okay, good. Thanks, sis. All right. So you do have your complimentary bundles here. And then of course you've got the shimmer paper, which is absolutely beautiful. We are going to use a little piece of the, oh my goodness, soft succulent shimmer. The paper is absolutely beautiful. We're going to look at that. All right. So get this catalog out of our way. Yes. Tucker is cute. Tucker is the ruler of the roost around here. So yes, that's his love seat and he's hanging out. All right. First card we're going to make is this here. And this is our grateful for the everyday magic of you. I have all of my pieces here. Got all of my ink pads here. And here is our card base. We do have mint macaron. It is cut 11 by 4 1/4. I have it scored at 5 1/2. And I just got to find what I did with my, oh my goodness, it's heavy. There it is. So we have our phone folder here. We're just going to give it a quick press. Oh, hey, Nance. Glad you could join us. I love soft succulent too. And I'm going to be so sad when it retires this year. It retires come April. All right. So this is mint macaron though, but it does complement very nicely with the soft succulent. And you'll see that in just a minute. All right. I have some designer paper here. This is all from the Fancy Flora Designer Series paper. And this pack of paper has so much color and richness. It's like a palette of paint in these beautiful colors. And I'm just flipping through quick so you can just get a quick idea of how difficult it was to pick papers because they are all so pretty and so rich and vibrant in color. And I absolutely love it. Anywho, we had fun with that. So these are the pieces that I picked. And basically, these are actually the same piece. I just flipped one over. This is cut 2 inches by 4 1/4. This one's cut 3 1/4 by 4. So this one we're going to layer down first. And that is just going to go, bring that down just a little bit. Like so. Then this piece, we're going to go ahead and add that. And this comes to the edge. Well, I put that one at a little bit more of an angle than I did the last time, but that's okay. That's what handmade is all about. But you still only want, there we go. Then I have here a vellum circle. This is the largest circle in the Stylish Shapes dies. It's got the stitching around. And I'm just going to use a couple of glue dots actually. And we're going to anchor it to this And this is going to help tone down our paper just a little bit so that we can add our stamped images. So that's going to go down, right about there. So that can go up there. Then I have a scrap piece of basic white. I'm going to bring in my stamping mat here. It's our piercing mat. And I need, actually, I think I'm going to do it this way because I got to make sure I have enough room. What do I want to do first? Well, let's do that. We're going to do our sentiment first. This is that says grateful for the magic grateful for the everyday magic of you. And I'm going to stamp that in Calypso Coral. And I'm going to stamp that right about there. That should give me enough room to cut that out. Apologize. I see my camera is kind of rocking a little bit. It is beautiful paper. I do agree. Oh, Tucker, buddy. All right. Tucker's looking for attention. So Mama got to pick him up and put him in his little bed next to me. There you go. Lay down. Be a good boy. No, you can't sit on my lap. Oh, he wants attention now. The worst possible timing. Okay. So now we're going to pull out our flowers here. And these flowers are a 2-step stamp. They are photopolymer. And you have your inside and then your outline. And each one of the flowers has their outline and then their inside color. I like to start with the inside, obviously. It's easier to line up. You know what I did forget to bring over here is a scrap, but that's okay. We'll make do. So we do have to stamp off. So what did I do with I'll just use the back of our celebration. Do you realize we've only got this week and a couple days next week of celebration left? Celebration is going to be over before you know it. So anyway, we're going to starting with Calypso Coral. I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to bring it over here and stamp onto my paper. Then we're going to switch to the outlined piece. And we're going to do full strength with the Calypso Coral. I'm going to ink that all up. Then you'll notice see the center on this flower? That's where I try to make sure that I line that up. That makes it the easiest for lining up this. And of course, the lighting over here is not the best for me to see, but we're going to go right there. I think I did pretty good. Not bad, not bad at all. I love these two-tone flowers. They're absolutely gorgeous. So next one we're going to do in Blushing Bride. So that would be this one here. Hopefully I didn't get that too close to the sentiment. So we're going to ink that up again, stamp off, and then stamp that there. And I apologize, I'm coming. Then we want the outline again. And ink that up. Now we're going to do full space, full strength, and then you'll see that little comma there in the center. Again, that has a comma in it as well. You want to line those up. That's the one advantage with these photopolymer stamps is you can see through them and see what you're doing. Oh, hey, Laura. Yes, Sherry, I believe it because this one here, he wants his attention when he wants his attention, and it's never when it's convenient for you. Okay, next flower is going to be our Daffodil Delight. And that's this one here. And again, we're going to do the same thing. Ink it up, stamp it off. Grab the outline and do the same, full strength. And this one, I'm looking at that little area there in the center, and I've got the same type of a center on the stamp. And go for it. Okay, next we're going to do our little filler flowers and a couple of leaves. I did, well, let's get rid of this one here. Did this in Blushing Bride. The other ones won't take as much time because I will tell you I did the flowers ahead of time, so you wouldn't have to watch me do flowers over and over and over again. You do try to be conscious of your time. because I do appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, and then I'm going to do one more in the Calypso Coral color. So. Yeah, let's go there, I guess. Okay, now we just need a couple of leaves. And those are going to be done in mint macaron. One and two. That's probably a little close, but it's okay. Then we need our dies. So for the sentiment, we're cutting that out. From the dies that coordinate with the sentiment set. This is called the Something Fancy dies. And that will go like so. And then we have here, these are the two-tone Flora dies. Need that leaf. There we go. The question is, what did I do? There. Got all of our little Post-it notes. So everything stays in place. I'm going to try to cut as many of these out as I can at one time. So there's that one. And it's really just going around and lining everything up. And they really do line up pretty easily, because every one of these dies and the flowers all have like that one little feature that makes them stand out. Okay, and I believe you're this one. Go. Like we're going to have most of them cut out all at once. I just have to go back and do one leaf and a flower on the second cutting. I'll bring in, I've got the big boss here. Lay all that down on there. Plate on top. Hear all that cracking? That's all normal. And nothing to worry about. So we have our sentiment. Leaves. Flower. Another flower. Now we need one more leaf. So that one's going to be mighty tight, but that's okay. It's all fine. Now let's try that again. There we go. And this here flower. Wait a minute. After I just said, oh, they all have their little thing that stands out. There it is. Got it. And of course, I'm not even in there where I'm lining it up so you can see. Oop. So got that all lined up. Just going to put my sticky on there. Plate on top, running it through. Okay. Like I said, for the others, I did, well, the next card I did. The other one, there's only one flower, so no worries. We'll stamp it, cut it. It won't take us for as long as like this one did. So I did do the other card, though, that we did do extra flowers. It's all cut. You don't have to watch that again. Okay. So we have all of our flowers cut out, ready to go. Bring back our card base here. All right. So we have our sentiment. We're going to start with that. And we need our dimensionals. Let's see what I did with those. Oh, I got dies flying. Oh. Yesterday, I actually lost one of these dies for like probably a good half an hour. I was in total panic mode because I was like, how am I going to go live now if I don't have the dies to cut this stuff out? There they are. Dimensionals are hiding under everything. Here we go. Got them. In the meantime, these dies are rocking and rolling everywhere. I'm going to put them right up there. So hopefully they'll stay safe. Okay. Dimensionals. I like to use 3 of them because this is a fairly largish. Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. Hey, Brana Sue. So glad you could join us. Okay, so we're just going to take our sentiment and we're just going to set it down here a little bit over our vellum circle. Like so. Okay. Then I did go ahead and cut out ahead of time. If I can find what I did with it here. Here it is. I did cut out from the soft succulent shimmer paper. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in this or not, but oh my gosh. Let me see if I can't get it so that you can see. There you go. There. You can see the shimmer. And you can rub this and no glitter comes off on your fingers. Why are you crying? I apologize if you hear Tucker here crying, but he's having his little mini meltdown because Mama's not paying attention to him. So we're just going to cut the edges of these dimensionals here. So we just need a couple little pieces. And yes, the minis would work perfectly on this. However, I didn't bring them over here with me. So we're just going to add a little bit of dimension here. And then that is just going to kind of, well, actually I did put it right about there. So it's just going to get hidden under the one flower. All right. Then we're going to take our Calypso Coral flower. We're going to add a few dimensionals to that. It's part of the Sweet, Lori, that shimmer paper. If you're not paying attention to the Sweet, then yeah, you probably did ignore it and not see it. Okay, I went a little low with that, but that's okay. Then we have our little Calypso Coral flower here. We're just going to add a little adhesive there, and that's going to just peek out there. Then we have this pink Blushing Bride. That's going to go here, like so. Get that in there. Then we want our yellow. Okay, so that's gonna, I want that towards here. And then we're going to add a little bit of adhesive. We're out of adhesive. Well, isn't that just dandy? Luckily, I have another one right here. And that's going to go like so. And then our leaves. I got to order more Seal and Seal Plus because I'm out of refills and this is all I had left here. Is another actual runner. Okay, so this is gonna sneak right in there. Like so. And we had one more leaf and I don't see it. I know we cut two of them out. I don't see it on the floor. Well, isn't that interesting? I've lost a leaf. I'll pretend there's a second leaf coming out over here. And this is just going to tuck in right there. And then we're going to get, what do I do with those now? Here they are. These are called the iridescent pastel gems, and they are part of that suite. And they are in soft succulent, calypso coral, and then clear. And we have here our take your pick tool. There. And we'll take one of these clear ones and put that right down in there. And that completes I just don't know where that leaf went. I just have no idea. I don't see it stuck to anything either. Surprisingly. Of course, it probably is, and I'm just not seeing it. But that's okay. But pretend there's a leaf there. I will fix that after, but that's card number 1. Aren't they beautiful together? I love getting my color inspiration from the paper because the artists know their color combinations far better than I ever would. They put colors together that I would never think to put together. Here's a little bigger piece. This is where I cut that. Oh, I made a mess of my. That's it. Soft succulent shimmer. I love this stuff. And it comes, it's 12 by 12. You get 2 sheets of each color, and it's the soft succulent, gold, and I forget the other color. I'll tell you. I have the catalog right here. Oh, fresh freesia is the other color. And yeah, you get 2 sheets of each. So you get 6 single-sided sheets, 2 each, soft succulent, fresh freesia, and gold. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous color. Anyway, I digress. Okay, on to card number 2. Like I said, this one is a little bit more in depth in that It is a fun fold. Here is the card. It says happy birthday. And then when you open it up, it says, I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Okay. And it's an angle cut gatefold. Okay. So this one has a little more to it. And I am going to show you how to create this from the beginning. But like I said, all of the stamping of the flowers and die cutting is already done. So you don't have to watch me do that again. I just need to grab my trimmer. Because we do need that. Now, this is cut a little bit larger than your standard card base. This is cut at 5.5 by 11, and I am using thick basic white. Okay, so it's 11 inches long, 5.5 inches wide. And you're going to make your score lines at 3 inches and then at 3 3/4, I believe it was. So it's 3 inches. And then you're going to flip. And I'm pretty sure it was 3 3/4, but let me just double check myself real quick. Just want to make sure I'm not giving you the wrong. Yes, 3 3/4. I was correct. All right, so you're going to turn it and you're going to go to the 3 3/4 mark. And you're going to score it again. Okay. Now, you want your wider end onto your to the left, the narrower end to the right. And for this edge, we are going to trim it from this corner to this corner. So you're going to, again, you need to line up this corner in the gully. I call it the gully. It's the cutting track. And you need this corner in that track. So you want to make sure they're both in there just so. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. This just becomes scrap. You can use that to cut your flowers out if you'd like. Now you're going to go to the other side and you're going to do it from this corner to this corner. So again, get that score line in that gully, in that corner, lined up. And cut. Again, scrap. Okay, so now you have the start of your gatefold. Okay, but it's an angle cut gatefold. So now you're going to go ahead and you can fold on your score lines. Okay. So now we got to have our designer series paper that is going to decorate the insides and outsides of our gatefold or flaps. Okay. So you're going to need 2 pieces of designer paper. They're both going to be 5.5 inches long. One is going to be 3 3/4. One is going to be 3 inches. Okay. So 3 inches by 5 1/4, or 5.5 rather. I apologize. 5.5. And 3 3/4 by 5.5. Okay. And we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on our paper. We're going to cut from corner to corner, or we could do it this way. Decide on where you want, and I want more of the floral. So I'm going to cut it from this corner to this corner. And we're going to do the same thing on here. You're going to cut from corner to corner. All right. So I'm going to bring back our trimmer. Okay. So we're going to go this corner to this corner. But save this. This goes on here like so. This flips. And there you have your inside piece. So no waste with your designer paper. Okay. Same thing here. This one, we're cutting from this corner to this corner. So get that corner in there. Swing that one in. That goes like so. This flips for in there. I didn't bring my green glue over here, so it looks like we'll be using our Seal Plus, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So we're just gonna go ahead. Line that up. It's really not a difficult card to make. It's actually pretty simple, but it's one of those cards that does kind of have a tendency to pack a punch, because it's kind of a wow card, I think. All right, so this is our outside piece. Oop. Get that all lined up. And go in the inside. Make sure you get all those little hangers. Using snail like this. Green glue is definitely the way to go here, because you don't want any of that hanging over. You want to try to keep everything contained so you don't accidentally glue the inside of your card shut. And that's a little off. Yeah, that's what I have to do. So that goes like so. All right. Then I have a piece of soft succulent that measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I have a piece of basic white that measures 3 3/4 by 5. And those layer for the inside like so. But first we're going to stamp our sentiment, which is, I didn't forget your birthday. Let's see. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. And that we stamped in Evening Evergreen. So that'll go there in the center. We can go ahead and add these together. And then we'll go ahead and add these to the inside. Okay, so there's that. Then I did go ahead and I cut out, it's the second largest scalloped rectangle in the Scalloped Contours dies collection. And I have, like I said, a bunch of flowers that I cut out. I should say a bunch. I cut out 3 flowers. We've got one in Orchid Oasis. We have Night of Navy. And we have Calypso Coral. And then I have 3 of the leaves that I cut. We just need now, I have a scrap of basic white that I'm going to type. That'd be interesting now, wouldn't it? We're going to stamp Happy Birthday. Well, thanks, Lori. I'm glad you loved the card. I had a ball playing with this set. It is just so pretty. All right, so we're going to take our Happy Birthday. And again, still using our Evening Evergreen. Buddy, hang on. Let me put you up there in just a second. Tucker would like to get into his stroller. If anybody was wondering why I am talking to the dog. Hang on. Mama's trying to juggle things here, bud. All right. Pardon me while I tend to Tucker's every need. Come here, you little brat. Get in there. Go to sleep. Take a nap. Okay. Hopefully that'll be good for a while. I said, go sleep. You're right here next to Mama. All is well in the world. Okay. Now we're going back to those fancy dies. Where did I put them? There's that one. Here they are. There's this here little label. And we're going to cut out happy birthday. Put this one back in here too before I lose it. All right. So where's my little Post-it notes here? Let's go ahead, get that lined up fairly good. And we'll run that through quickly. And then we can go ahead and put this card together because we'll now have all of our parts and pieces to it. So there's our happy birthday. All right, let's put this back in here. Lay down because you're going to get on Mommy's last nerve. Be good boy. Aunt Sherry's going to come get you and feed you to the animals. Ugh. All right, so this is going to go on here, but you got to make sure that when you attach this with dimensionals that you're attaching it so that you don't seal your card up. That's the last thing you want to do. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your adhesive on this side only. And I have found the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and place our dimensionals right there. So we can probably put one right here. And we're still going to be covered. So now there's that. Add adhesive to our Orchid Oasis. And some to Calypso Coral. And then our Night of Navy, we're going to pop up. Our birthday, happy birthday, also gets popped up. And that's going to go like so. And now we have our leaves. We're just going to put around. And these I kept also flat. Sneak that in there. Oop. There we go. And that's it. That one's done. Aw, Aunt Sherry says she loves you, even though I'm going to feed you to her critters. Okay, one more card to go. And again, I have a lot of this one done. We just have one flower to stamp and cut. Oop, we're going to have everything flying around here. Okay, this one. Oh my goodness. Oop, upside down. This one is our Lacey card. And it says, may the good you do come back to you. And we kept it plain on the inside. But this one, this die set has a very detailed die. And I will tell you, I typically shy away from these detailed dies because I don't have the patience for cleaning them out. But this one, I have to tell you, actually wasn't bad to cut. But I went ahead and cut it ahead of time anyways, because it does take a couple minutes to get the paper shreds or chads or whatever you want to call them out. So I did cut this ahead of time. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. Actually, there's still a few pieces in there. But honestly, not bad at all. One tip I do want to give you, if you are using not even just this detailed die, but any detailed die, to alleviate some of your frustrations with cutting them, is make sure you're cutting these with the cutting blade up. And by what I mean there is, let me just grab my platform for just a minute. Normally, we make our sandwich. You have your platform, you have your shim, you have a plate, then you have your paper, and then you would put your die on top, plate down. Well, in this case, what you would want to do, you have your platform, your shim, your top plate. And where is this die? I'm going to show you. You're going to take this die. You're going to put cutting blade up. Then you're going to lay your paper on top of that blade. And then you're going to put your bottom, what would normally be your bottom plate, on top and run it through that way. So it's actually cutting upward. And you're going to get a better cut with these detailed dies. I don't know the logic behind that, but it works every time. So if you are having difficulty with any of your detailed dies and you're like, I hate detailed dies, I'm not using them because I hate having to cut them 18 times to get them to cut, that's the answer. The new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, they are, I don't even know what the word is, but they are fine-tuned so that the pressure is appropriate to be able to cut through these detailed dies. It works way better than the old machine. But like I said, you still get a better cut if you do it up, facing up. You're welcome there, Lori. It is a good tip, I will admit. It helped me tremendously. For this card, we absolutely have to have the green glue. So let me just grab that. I didn't. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I have a piece of that designer series paper, and look how gorgeous this is. Either side is absolutely beautiful. I have a card base. This is thick basic white. It is 11 by 5.5, or 11 by 4.25, scored at 5.5. Go ahead with my bone folder. Then I'm going to take my die cut piece and I'm going to layer these just like so. And I'm just going to put some glue. Now, this would again be one of those perfect dies to use your adhesive sheets, but I didn't think about it until after the fact. So we're just going to add glue strategically around. But those adhesive sheets, I will say, they do make life so much simpler, especially in these areas where it's really delicate. Okay, hopefully that'll be good. Down like so. All right, so we're good. Now we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. Now my designer paper is cut 5.5 by 4.25, so it fully covers my card front. There's no border. Just like so. Then I have this. This actually came out of my scraps. It's about 1 inch by 4.25 of Blushing Bride. And that's going to go down here towards the bottom. Then I have a scrap here of basic white. And we need our sentiment, which is, may the good you do come back to you. Oh, let's see. And we're using Orchid Oasis. So there's our sentiment. And we do have to do our flower. And that's also going to be in the Orchid Oasis. The large flower here. Sometimes the photopolymers, they stick to everything, and this one is no exception. Okay, what did I do with my scrap that I was? There it is. Okay. So again, we're going to stamp off. So I have the solid image. We're going to stamp off. Let's try that again. That didn't work very good. Ugh. Try this again. This is where you need, if you knew what you did with it. I've got myself in a mess again. And I have no idea what I did with my Stampin' Pierce mat. Well, no idea. So we're just gonna use a different piece here. I see it now. All right, good enough though. Now I need the detailed die, or stamp rather. Ink that up in full strength ink. Line up those little centers there. And there's our flower. Okay. So now we're going to die cut these. So we need both sets of dies. Sentiment we're cutting out with this here label. And the flower is getting cut out with this here. So go ahead, get that lined up. And get this one centered. Okay, we'll run these through quick. And there we go. So here's our Orchid Oasis flower. Here's our sentiment. Bring our card base back in here. So we're going to add dimensionals. And that's just going to get this up in here so you can actually see what I'm doing. I got to find a different way to put my camera so that I don't have to stretch so far to get into the camera. I'm totally out of sorts here. All right, and then we're just going to add our flower, and you'll see there's a flower right here, and this flower here totally matches. Oop. So that just lines up there. Then we just need our little pastel iridescent and boop. We're using the clear. Oop. There we go. And that's it. There you have it. 3 cards using this gorgeous set. And I told you I had a couple more to just share with you because I had so much fun playing with these. So these are the 3 that we made tonight. And I have 2 others to just share with you quick. We have this one. This is Nothing Fancy, Just Love. And this here is designer paper that I cut. It's actually a portion of this here, which has some fresh freesia going through it into that gray. And then I just added these fresh freesia flowers. And that's Evening Evergreen card base with soft succulent. And then another one in soft succulent. And you'll see this here. Actually, both of these are new embossing folders for that online only offering that's coming March 1st. So that's coming right up. March 1st is actually right around the corner. So a week and a half. This will be available online for anyone, is the online offering. And there's like a whole new collection of product coming. Online only. And these 3 embossing folders, they are in a package of 3. They're called, I think, the Essentials. And this polka dot is one. Then there's this here florally star pattern is the other. And then there's another one that's kind of like a crossed hatch. I did use that in a card last week that you can see. I have posted on Facebook. So yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this particular set. I just think it was really easy to work with. If it's something that you've been kind of riding the fence on, definitely highly recommend. It is very, very pretty. And I know it seemed like it was time consuming doing it because there is the 2 steps to each of the flowers, but they're not difficult and they are really easy to do. Let's see. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. And I apologize for this being so long. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week. I go back to work tomorrow. So I'm going to have my crafty time cut into half again, but I did have fun while I was on vacation, getting to play crafty all week. But we'll figure it all out, I guess. 2 years. I keep telling myself 2 years. It's the 2-year plan. So anyway, have a great night, guys. I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you next week.